Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Andrew Bond and thank you for joining me on this episode of Out of the Box. Now in today's video, we are going to be taking a closer look at one of the highest rated yet least expensive Amazon cameras that you can buy right now from their website. But before I can get into that, if you happen to be new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget those notification bells because I do post really great new product reviews every single week and you're always gonna wanna stay up to date and informed. So make sure you do that. And if this video does help you in your buying experience, let me know by giving me a thumbs up on the video. I would highly appreciate that. Now, you're gonna wanna watch this video all the way until the end because the whole point of this is I wanna make sure that you guys are well educated and you can make a confident purchase when you're buying any type of Wi-Fi camera off the internet, especially if you're not taking your time going into a big box store and seeing the type of quality, the resolution, and all that other good stuff that goes into buying a camera. You know, this is gonna be a great source for you to make that confident decision. The camera that we will be reviewing today is made by Conoco, and since I've never heard of their company before, I think this review will serve as an excellent introduction to see what this company is all about. To start off, this Wi-Fi camera is seemingly an incredible deal, coming in at a staggeringly low price of only $39.99 on Amazon right now. Not only is the price on the low end of the spectrum when it comes to Wi-Fi cameras, but this thing is boasting a plethora of different features. When going through my list of what a typical consumer would expect, as far as the features go, I think they did a phenomenal job of getting all of them into this camera. But with that being said, just because a piece of tech has all those great features, it doesn't necessarily mean that they will all operate at the level that we have all come to expect. So let's go ahead and go through them, and I will give you an accurate depiction of what you can expect if you're thinking about purchasing this product. The first feature I want to talk about is that pan tilt zoom or PTZ function. For most people, I find that at first this feature tends to be really exciting and they want to show it off to all their family, their friends, and they're just playing with it every day, messing around with it. But over time, with cameras in general, it just becomes more of a novelty than anything because once you get the camera fixated where you want to point it and it's collecting the data that you want it to collect and you're getting the correct videos, you're really not going to use that PTZ function much. However, since this camera is probably not best suited to be installed outdoors, which I'm going to get into a little bit later in this review, buyers are probably going to end up using this more as a nanny cam, maybe even a pet or a baby monitor. And that PTZ feature is actually going to come in handy and it's going to be one of the biggest staples when it comes to this product. And while operating it, I found that the PTZ motors are not only snappy and responsive, but they're also extremely smooth and really easy to use. You simply drag your finger across the phone screen in corresponding directions and the camera's going to do the rest. I was pleasantly surprised at how nice this function operates, mainly due to the fact that I purchased this camera for under $40. And with that price in mind, for this feature in particular, I'm going to go ahead and give Conoco a 9 out of 10. Let's move on to the second feature and talk a little bit about the resolution. As consumers, I think we have been so spoiled in recent years, demanding that tech manufacturers rise up and meet the almost standard 4K resolution. That being said, I feel that the term 4K in general is so highly misunderstood. I mean, look at TVs for example. You can walk through Walmart, you can find a 65-inch 4K TV for under $400. And then in the same day, you go over to Best Buy and you can find a different 4K TV that's also 65 inches, and it's going to be upwards of $4,000. My point is, just because something has the label 4K stamped onto it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. But with that being said, this camera does not have 4K and I really don't want that to cloud your judgment. This camera does, however, have a full 1080p HD resolution, which to be quite frank is absolutely perfect for the applications that probably 99% of people who actually purchase this product are looking for. For the price, this 1080p resolution on this camera looks really great. The camera has pretty decent color accuracy and is really clear as well. The most impressive feature on the camera might just be the night vision. I found myself really impressed with the clarity and distance that the night vision on this camera puts out. Where the camera struggles the most would probably be in low daylight situations. While you're going to get good picture in broad daylight and dark low light scenarios, I found that the camera struggles when you place it into, let's just say, a living room, for example, with only some of the blinds open. All in all, while the clarity of this camera is not going to blow anyone away, it will certainly be sufficient to get the job done on any indoor setup that you may have. As far as resolution is concerned, and again, keeping the price in mind, I will go ahead and give it a solid 7 out of 10. I want to get into the user interface and remote access for this camera. Starting off with the setup, it was a bit of a rough experience just due to the fact that the app kept freezing on me, so I had to close it out, kill the app, and then get back on the app about 3 to 4 times while trying to load. Other than that, it was a really easy setup process, and it should take the average consumer probably no longer than about 15 minutes to complete. While you are on the same Wi-Fi network, I found that the app was sharp and responsive, especially when using the pan, tilt, and zoom features on this camera. However, when you're away from your home utilizing remote access features, there is a little bit of a lag and delay depending on how strong your cellular internet connection is at that time. The app does allow you to set motion alerts as well. However, I really couldn't get my camera to alert me when there was motion in front of it, so I'm not 100% sold on the onboard motion sensor. Other than that, when I consider the $39 price tag, it is apparent that the UI and remote access features work pretty darn well. I'm going to go ahead and have to give them a solid 7 out of 10. Now, this wouldn't be a full tech review without at least talking about the durability and longevity of the hardware. And since this camera is primarily made up of cheap plastic materials, I really wouldn't describe it as being a quote-unquote durable product. And depending on your climate, I would definitely discourage all of you guys from placing this camera outdoors whatsoever. It really doesn't appear that it's going to stand up to the elements well, and this would include heat and cold. So if you're shopping for an outdoor security camera for your home or business, this probably is not going to be a good option for you. The best use for this camera is going to be in a climate-controlled environment out of direct sunlight. As far as the PTZ motors and the internals of this camera are concerned, it's going to be interesting to see how long those will last. We have to keep in mind that the old saying comes into play when you purchase a low-cost electronic. You definitely get what you pay for. So while this camera comes jam-packed with great features, I really don't expect them to hold up for maybe more than 6 months or a year tops. I hope I'm wrong about this and that they're going to last a lot longer than that, and I'm going to have to keep you guys up to date on all of that. But in the meantime, for the build quality and hardware durability, I'm going to have to go ahead and give Conoco a 3 out of 10. Overall, I would say for the price, this is a really great pickup. I mean, any camera you can get for under $39.99 on Amazon, delivered next day on Amazon Prime, and you're gonna get all these features jam-packed. Even if they only last you 6 months, this is still a great investment because, hey, in 6 months to a year from now, if you have to spend another $39.99, that's no big deal. So I would say, with all things considered, the clarity, the resolution, the hardware, the user interface, this is a really great value. So I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a good pet cam, a nanny cam, or maybe even a baby monitor. Well, it looks like that is gonna wrap up today's video. If this video did help you at all, like I said earlier, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, whether it's this product related or channel related in general, or you have some requests or you have some feedback, let me know down in the comment section below, because I absolutely love hearing all the interaction back from you guys and then, you know, reading it, responding. It really gets me going because I do all of this for you guys. I want to keep you guys well educated and informed, and I want to bring you the best videos I possibly can. So all feedback, good and bad, let me have it. I love hearing it, and I love improving each video week by week. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed and continues to watch my videos and support me. Until I see you on the next one, we out.